Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. A few days ago, well really yesterday, I did two videos, or speed modeling videos, of me making a little robot thing out of icospheres and then rigging it and doing some sucky animation. So what I thought is that I would do a tutorial on how to do that. So we will be doing that in today's video. Hope you enjoy. Okay, so the first thing that we'll want to do is delete everything by hitting A and then tapping X and then enter to delete everything. Now what we want to do is we want to add in the main shape of the robot, which in this case would be an icosphere. So we're going to hit Shift A, Mesh, Icosphere. And now we have our icosphere, and if we go to the Add Icosphere settings, we're going to turn the subdivisions up to 4. Now we have a smooth icosphere, and that's very nice. Now we're going to right click and hit Shade Smooth. Then we're going to click this little X thing up here and go into Side View. Then we're going to hit Tab to go into Edit Mode, and hit Alt-Z to go into X-ray mode. Then we're going to select the top and extrude it along the Z-axis. And we're going to bring it up to right here, and then we will tab out of Edit Mode and hit Alt-Z to go out of X-ray mode. And now we have a nice little shape. But this doesn't look at all like a robot, so we're going to add in another icosphere. And this time we're going to shade smooth it again and move it right here. Then we're going to scale it down and kind of move it to where we want it to go. Then we're going to hit Shift D, then we're going to move it right here, and we're going to scale it up on the Z axis, kind of rotate it, and we're going to move it right here. Then we're going to hit Shift D again and move this one into position, and then we're going to hit Shift D one more time and move it right here. Kind of rotate it, and now we have a basic robot shape. And now if we hit, with this selected, we're going to hit Shift and select all of these. Then we're going to hit Shift D, Z, R, Z, 180. Now we're going to hit Z again, and then we are going to hit Z one more time, and then we're going to hit Enter. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit Shift D, and we're going to hit R, Z, 180, and then we're going to hit G, Y, and move this into position, which is right about there. Now we have our robot shape, and what we now need to make the eyes, which would be done by hitting 3 to go into face select mode and selecting all of these faces, which means all of these, and kind of just selecting this triangle shape right here. And we're going to do the same thing for the other side, so kind of create a diamond shape, but without that bottom triangle face selected. Then we're going to hit Shift D and right click to cancel the movement. Then we're going to hit P and select selection. Then we're going to tab out of edit mode, select the eyes, and hit tab to go back into edit mode. Now we're going to hit A and hit E. Now we're going to extrude them out a bit and tab out of edit mode. Now we have some nice little eyes. Now with these selected, we're going to hit Y to go into the lovely side view, and we're going to hit G and move them right here. And we are going to right click and set origin to geometry. Then we're going to kind of rotate it and just get this into position that we like, which could take however long you want. This is the kind of thing that could take 2 hours to 3 seconds, which in this case I'm not going to take that long to do because it is very fidgety if you want it to be fidgety, and we don't want it to be fidgety, so let's not make it fidgety. Then what we want to do is we want to select all the legs and arms and select the body last, and then hit Control J to join them into one object. Now if we tab into edit mode and hit Control R to add a bunch of loop cuts. And if you watched my speed modeling videos, you'll know why I'm doing this. And then we will start adding in the bones, which I will do by going to edit mode and preferences, and in the add-ons tab, we're gonna start typing in rig. And the add-on that we want is called Rigify. Now if we just enable that and tap out of this, and then hit Alt-Z to go into X-ray mode, and then hit Shift-A, and go down to the armature, basic human meta rig. And now once this is added in, we are happy. Now you can see that this does not match our character. So we're gonna select both the body and the eyes, and we're gonna rotate it along the Z-axis by -90 degrees. And whoops, I'm just gonna select the medium point to be the 3D cursor, and now let's try that again. All right, there we go. And now let's just put the median point back where it was, and now we're happy. So now what we'll want to do is, with this meta rig selected, which, where did that go? Where is it? Hide. Just delete this thing. Alright. Let's re-add this in. Basic human meta rig. Alright, there we go. And now what we'll want to do is we'll want to kind of just scale this up and position it where we want it to be, which is about right here. And then we will go into edit mode, and we'll start positioning these bones. So the first thing that we'll want to do is we'll want to move this little ball right here. I'm just doing this by hitting G and moving these around, and I'm just gonna move it to the point that I like it. And then I'm gonna select all of these on this side, everything. Just select it and then delete it. And now we have less to work with, which is exactly what we want. Now if I just move this to where I want it to be, which is like this, like this, like this, we are creating a very low poly character, or low detail. Like, we don't have any hands or arms, so we're just gonna have to place these where they are. And now if we just hit A and then right click and select symmetrize, yeah, that's it, then it will symmetrize. It will give it symmetry. That's it. And then if we just tap out of edit mode, and we have a lovely little rig here. And with that, if I just select the bones and then go to the settings and hit generate rig, suddenly we have a beautiful rig right here, sculpted beautifully for our character. And now if I just scale this up, move it down, and basically make it exactly the way it's supposed to be, that will give us the best of results. So I'm just scaling and moving along the Z-axis. And now I have it completely set up. So now if I just select my body and then shift select the rig, not the bones, but the rig, and then hit Control B with automatic weights, suddenly, if I select this and go into pose mode, we have our rig. And if I select this, I can move my arm, I can move my character, I can move my other arm, I can rotate my arm, I can scale up my arm, make it really fat or make it really skinny. I can move the legs around. And I can basically do anything that a rig is meant to do. And that is great. So, thank you for joining me in this episode of making the character. In the next part 2, we will be animating the character. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the next video.